Welcome to Caso Cerrado. It's your host, Ana Maria Polo, and today I decided that we're gonna commemorate our 18th anniversary of Caso Cerrado on Televisión. Right now, I'm going to visit one of my super die-hard fans at her home here in Los Angeles, California. Let's go see. Hey, come on. Shh, don't say anything. So, you guys might be wondering why I'm like walking into the back right here, but I just think I should just invite myself in until paperwork gets through and through. So, just come on. Well, I really wanted to talk about like why I'm doing Caso Cerrado this way today for this episode. People have been watching me for a long time, longer than their kids been alive, longer than freaking Family Guy's been on, and I just really think I should be supportive of all my fans since they're the ones that have been supportive to me. So I'm here to give back. I'm here to give back and really do something special for them. So we're gonna surprise them with this. But anyways, let's get it started. I really want to know what these fans. This episode, I really wanted to get to know my fans. So your grandma passes away, and you're now under the care of your aunt and your uncle. Their parenting style, do you think it made like a bigger impact on you because it was so different from what you're used to?
Well, yes, he was more stern, I would say. I don't know if it really affected much of how I am, but what the death of my grandmother, yes, that affected me a lot. I went more into like a rebellious
Type of personality.
Person. So,
what were things that you would rebel against?
I started not going to school. I was hanging out late at night. I started drinking. I wasn't doing drugs, but I was drinking a lot.
And in Belize, this is okay? Like, no one really reprimands you for that?
Mostly kids at the age of 13, they start drinking. Because you're already in high school. Mm-hmm. So high school there is like, it is 13 for us is like being 18.
Okay. So like the society is also different, like way different.
Yes. It's like some parents allow their kids to drink at that age. Boys, meaning boys. But at that time, it was girls and boys. You're teenagers. It's like.
Were your aunt and uncle, were they fine with that? Or they just...
They never saw me drunk. Because I would drink, but I'll be sober by the time I get home.
Mm-hmm. And this would be like what time? 10, 11?
Oh, this would be early in the morning.
Oh, wow. So like 3, 4.
Yes. Yeah. But those were the times that I would only do that when my uncle wouldn't be home. Mm-hmm. Because he would travel, he would come to the U.S. and he'll stay here for like 2 weeks and then he'll go back. So that gave me more freedom. Because I would lie to my aunt and tell her I'm spending the night over at a friend's house. Or I would tell her, I changed my mind. I didn't want to sleep over again. So I decided to come home at this time.
So your uncle was the stern one,
yes.
And then your aunt was again the more lenient one?
Yes.
Okay. So speaking of, the U.S., how did you come to the U.S.? Did your uncle... Because he travels a lot, correct?
Yes.
So was he the one that took you, or?
No, I left Belize at the age of, I was 14, like a year after my grandmother passed away. I lived in Monterey, California for like about 6 months. And after that, I left there and I came to my aunt's house in LA for, I mean, right there.
That's fine.
So, after that I moved here. I forgot your question.
Okay. So back to you coming to the U.S. How did you get here? Did you come, with the visa? Did you come with your uncle? How did that work?
I had a cousin who lived here for, I would say, 5 years, and he got shot in the leg, so he went back to Belize. While he was there, that's when my grandmother passed away, and after she passed away, he invited me to come with him. I tried to get a visa, but I was denied. Twice I was denied. And after that, we went and we got a visa to come all the way to Mexico. So we were fine all the way to Mexico. But from Mexico to San Diego, I came on it's a train. I don't remember what's the name of it, but it's a train that you take. And we took that for 7 days.
Oh my goodness. 7 days on a
7 days on a train.
So where did that take you?
I really don't know the parts of Mexico, but it was a lot of it wasn't like in the middle of the already town or anything like that. It was a lot of forest, a lot of trees, and stuff like that. Desert, I would say, like the desert area of Mexico, probably. And it took us 7 days to get to a place called Hermosillo. Now, when I got there, the judiciales, which is like the cops from Mexico, started asking me questions because obviously I didn't look like them. So when they asked me questions in Spanish, I couldn't answer them. And when they asked me what grade school I was, I couldn't answer them in Spanish. So they took us. On the way going to the police station, they searched our bags and they asked us if we had any relatives in the U.S., where we were going. They knew we were heading this way. So we told them that we were coming to the U.S. They took all our stuff and they took us to a house. And they kept us there in captivity for about 4 days.
This is for a project. This is for my psych class.
Katie wasn't wrong about that. I think that shit.
Okay, let's finish.
Okay. So you're saying that you got put into a house and they took your stuff.
Yes, we got kidnapped, in other words. We were kept there for 4 days. After that, they asked us to get in touch with our families out here, and they asked for a ransom of 2,000 US.
Oh, this is a literal kidnapping.
Yes. So my aunt sent them the money, and she sent the money to get us our tickets and put us on the train for us to continue coming. They even wished us good luck. When they put us on the train, they wished us good luck.
Wow. After all that, they're
Yes.
kidnapping you, holding you for ransom, basically holding you hostage.
Yes.
And then they wished you good luck. Okay. So after that, was it like smooth sailing from there?
No, we got on the bus and we head towards Tijuana. So we traveled there by bus. And when I got there, we went to an area called San Isidro. That's where the border is, I guess, to cross over. We attempted to cross and we got caught. So when we got caught, I met a lady in the jail and she offered to help. And I called my relatives out here and they spoke to her and she promised them that she was going to get me here. And after that, I would say it was smooth sailing after that. But still, we had to walk for days under the tunnel. And the water was like, I'm short, so the water was almost to my nose. Like, I was breathing the water, actually. So when I got here, we walked like about 4 days under the tunnel. When I got to San Diego, they put us in a like a minivan, and they threw like a thick rug on top of us, and we crossed. That's how we crossed, and we got to LA.
Wow, that is an amazing journey. At 14 years old, doing that, taking that risk, going to jail twice. Let's say you truly are amazing. So you coming to the U.S. now. What was your plan?
Well, of course, I wanted to work like everybody else. You know, I was already working in Belize before I left. I would work like summer holidays. Like, so when I got here, my auntie got me a job, and I started working. I started babysitting, doing like a live-in babysitter. I would stay in for 5 days, and I'll come out for the weekend and be with my family.
Wow. So from that point, like, you didn't attend school?
No.
You were
After when I turned 18, I met a lady that I was working with, and she offered for me to live with her, and she was gonna pay me, of course, to babysit her kids, and at night she would take me to school. She would drop me off and pick me up from school.
Wow. And what kind of school was it? Were you continuing on high school, or you had already finished?
No, that was to finish high school.
Okay. So going back, you're coming into a new household once again, and this is, what family member was this?
She is my aunt from my dad's side.
And did you have, like, was it just you and her, or?
No, she had her family, her husband and her 3 kids. They were young at the time. I think the youngest was 2 years old.
So you being there, you transitioning from household to household, do you think that shaped you in a way, like personality wise?
With her living with her family, I could say she changed me a lot.
So you were no longer rebellious?
No, I wasn't like before. She changed me a lot. She was very stern too, just like my uncle. But she was more lenient with me coming to like being more... Well, she was lenient because I was working, I had a job, and I was actually paying her rent for living there with her on the weekends. That gave me a little bit more freedom, I would say. But still, because of my age, because to her I was still young, when I would hang out with my friends or come home drunk, she would get mad, and she'll curse me out, or if I'm hanging out with the wrong people, she used to come and take me out their cars and stuff like that.
Of course, things here in the U.S. and in Belize are completely different. Can you?
Oh yes, because she used to always say, "Oh, if you get in trouble, you're a minor." I wasn't even 18 at the time, so she's like, "Oh, you're a minor. I would get in trouble. It wouldn't be you, It would be me too." So, which I did got in trouble a few times.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I did get in trouble a few times, but she would get mad, and then she'll talk to me about it. But she helped me a lot. She did help me a lot. I could say now the way I am with my kids and the way I'm living my life, I could say she played a lot in it.
I'm so glad that I took the time today to get to know you and see what kind of person you are. You're definitely strong. You're definitely someone that deserves to be recognized in this way. So that's it for our episode today. Caso cerrado.